Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. Today I got a rank sprint match from 0.7.10 from a couple years ago. On the current server, I think ranks, or just regular ranked, is on right now at tier 7, which is a nice change from the regular tier 10. This one, of course, rank sprint at tier 5, which I think there's only been one season at tier 5. Today, we're in the Gremyashchy open beta ship that was released before the game was live. I believe this ranked season, all of the games, all the matches were epicenter mode, which I think happened for the first time at that time. One destroyer aside, me against a Fujin, I believe. Yes, a Fujin. Nicely set up a smoke screen for our battleships to the south, which are all moving in behind me. So I notice the Fujin has now moved into the center ring with me, and I'm going to slip into the middle ring. Center circle, I guess you could call it. Trying to get some spots out on the enemy's position. I believe there's just one battleship left to find, and of course we don't know where their destroyer is. Actually, now he's in the middle and he's got me spotted, so he has a better detection than I do, obviously. And I notice he's smoked up. Dodging incoming fire from the battleships. I throw the torpedoes ahead of the smoke thinking he was going to move across, but I think he just kind of sits stationary and smokes up. So I don't get a whole lot of luck in the first bit with my torpedoes, so I think the guns are really the strength of this ship, but I don't really get to use them here because if I open up and get detected, everybody's going to focus me, so that's why I don't fire much at all in this game, really. Each team is jockeying on either side of the map, which is pretty typical. And I'm just going to hold this center circle to keep it from being captured by the Fujin, who has deleted our Congo with a torpedo salvo, unfortunately, which usually spells disaster for these rank sprint games. I throw my torpedoes, I wasn't aiming them at the battleship. I'm thinking the Fujin was there. I'm not sure what tipped me off as to why there. I might have been completely guessing for all I know, but I noticed he has moved out of the base. So might have been just a complete guess. I had an inkling that he was there, so that's why I threw them there. He's come back into the base and spotted me. Nobody's shooting at me though. But I do get the Fujin with a surprise torpedo on him, which is very, very fortunate. Those torpedoes don't have the range to get the Texas, obviously. He did throw torpedoes at me, obviously, but I think he threw them before he saw mine, so he probably had a pretty good idea where I was. Or he could have been just guessing, who knows. If you look at the map, my team is very spread out, and theirs is quite concentrated to the south. So I'm trying to decide who who to go after here. The Iron Duke is turning away, so he's not a good target for torpedoes. I do accidentally sail into detection as I'm trying to make the turn. But I don't think he notices me, thankfully, before I drop off again. So I'm feeling pretty confident about the game right now. We've gotten rid of their destroyer, which puts a huge favor on our team. And I notice this Texas is sitting still, so thinking he might just sit there. I got 8-kilometer range on these torpedoes, which is quite nice. I'm thinking I want to use my guns now, so that's why I smoke up here, because I'm getting kind of bored, and apparently I am the only one that has line of sight on these guys, so I thought for sure somebody else did, but apparently not. So I'll move back out of the smoke, because sitting in it isn't going to do anybody any good. I do manage to catch the Texas with one of the torpedoes that strays out to the side. The Omaha is pushing us now, so we'll hit the speed boost to get out of here. Oh, might as well open our guns up. And hopefully our teammates can take care of this guy for me, because he is really capable of messing me up. So far they haven't been able to hit him very hard. His shots are starting to land home, which is not good. Desperately calling target on this guy. Those are battleship HE shells coming in. Ugh, the Texas hits us real hard, fortunately. But the October Revolutia takes out the Omaha for us, which I in turn say thank you. Stray shell does over almost 2,000 damage from the Iron Duke. Could have did without that. So we still got a couple 100 points lead, up by a ship. Still feeling pretty confident about this game. And we're going to move into the middle to keep control of it and keep spotting. Königsberg is staying safe behind an island, which is the right thing to do. But our October Revolutia is moving into the center, which I would have highly advised against, because he's just going to get focused. I throw my torpedoes there, thinking that either the Texas will come around or the enemy Italian battleship will hold course. So kind of two targets with that salvo. And our Königsberg goes down from a long-range salvo from the Julius Caesar, fortunately. And I think those torpedoes are going to miss both targets. Just, unfortunately. Okay, so this guy is moving in on me, so I have to vacate. And our October Revolutia was completely broadside to him, so he gets deleted. So that's that. So now I'm not so confident. We are now down a ship. They're contesting the middle. And I drop this torpedo salvo one on top of the other in the hopes of getting rid of this guy, because I need him gone. Texas is firing HE at him when he's broadside, so that's not good. I'm hoping if I hold the middle, he knows I'm here, and I might scare him off. So I'm just barely on his detection, or on my detection edge. Unfortunately, I dropped those a little too far ahead. probably slowed down. So I figured, well, let's gun them down then. And apparently I'm the only one that has line of sight on them. So that's twice now I've tried to use my guns to no avail. I'm not counting the Omaha, because that was just desperation. But move back out to get line of sight back on this guy, so at least my allies can shoot at him. So we got 4 very healthy battleships on their team. And so far my torpedoes have not really landed on them very much, so I'm suddenly not feeling so confident about this game anymore. Our Texas is running from the enemy battleship. Our Italian battleship is still quite healthy, which was going to be useful later. So I want to support the Texas, but this enemy battleship has knows how to use his WASD keys, so far anyway. And I throw my torpedoes there thinking he's gonna charge around after the Texas, which it looks like he's doing. He hits our Texas pretty hard. It looks like I might have thrown them too far ahead, which I have. So I expected him to speed up more, not slow down, but he is charging into 2 ships, so that does make sense, actually. But he's down to 5k health, so I'm thinking, well, those guys don't need me, and this Texas has surprised me. Thankfully, he shoots his main guns at somebody else, but now we need to get out of here, because I think those were just secondary shells that hit me. Our torpedoes are up soon, but nowhere near in time for me to... All it would take is 1 or 2 shells, and I'd be wiped out. The Iron Duke misses, thankfully. And somehow, that enemy battleship is still alive, with the same amount of health. Don't ask me how, but he is. Finally, he goes down. But my my allied battleships are not very healthy at all. So I'm thinking, well, this game is like it's lost. There's no way, right? Chuck these torpedoes into the middle, thinking that the Iron Duke might turn into the center ring, which I don't think he does. So now I'm thinking my 2 allies are in full retreat. We've lost control of the center. I don't see a way back from this. We had full control for the majority of the game. And I'm not sure what went wrong. I think the October Revolutia moving in was kind of the first pendulum to fall. If he would have held position in a safe location, we might have been a little better off. But thankfully, the enemy is still not capturing the center base. Not yet, anyway. So I don't know what to do now. Both my allies are running to the north. I got a battleship coming around this island to my south. Another battleship that's going to capture the center. And so far, other than my ambush or surprise torpedo on the Fujin, my torpedoes have not landed on anything significant. Our Texas finally goes down. So now it's just me and Breton here. So I'm thinking, well, I need to stop these guys from getting the center cap, so I open my guns up finally. I'm thinking I can dodge a couple salvos from these guys, which I do. Actually, he aimed that very well, and I was fortunate not to get taken out there. Get another base reset, but I think the Koenig is in the center as well, and a fire, which is continuing to burn. There's the Koenig. I got nothing better to throw my torpedoes at, so I chuck them at him. I'm thinking about the Texas, but he's too far away or moving away. So now I'm just trying to get as much damage as I can, because I honestly do not see a way to turn this game back in our favor. My friendly has managed to heal some health back, so that might be able to help us out here if the enemy makes a mistake, which is entirely capable. Get one torpedo on the Koenig, one that just misses, unfortunately. I got 15 seconds left on my torpedoes. Koenig is broadside to my friendly, so I'm thinking he's probably going to hit him pretty hard. And I'm expecting this Iron Duke to come around the island. I'm surprised he's sitting as still as he is. But as I suspected, the Koenig takes a big hit. And I'm thinking, well, I'm going to go after this guy. So I notice he's starting to make a charge. And at this point I'm thinking it's all or nothing. So my friendly takes out the Texas. I dump this torpedo spread right on top of each other. Because I'm thinking, well, I have to kill him. So I have to hit him with all my torpedoes basically. And I don't want to get spotted, so I smoke up. My friendly is almost dead. And he gets a good hit on the Koenig, really good hit. Pretty much a hero move by my friendly battleship, and I land all my torpedoes except for one on the Iron Duke, which just leaves the Koenig. He says "brah" in the chat. So I aim my guns at the bow. 600 health remaining. Somehow I managed to take him out. Crazy, crazy, crazy game. Crazy ending anyway. Managed to get 7 torpedo hits, 77,000 damage, which I believe most of that was on the Iron Duke right at the very end, who was almost, he probably had like 70-75% of his life, his HP. Nearly 40k on him from 4 torpedo hits, 5 torpedo hits, something like that. I ended up with 3 kills with just over 2k base XP, which is very, very nice. 2 dev strikes, and I believe that's a high caliber. Didn't get to use my guns a whole lot, but this game was such a yo-yo match. It was, you know, we had control for the good portion of the beginning of the game, and my team was being very passive and spread out, and they were getting focused down, and next thing you know, we're losing control, and then we thought we had it back, and then the enemy moves into the center, and we lose control of the center, and then just a hero play by this guy at the end to charge in, nose in, effectively take out the Texas and almost the entirety of the Koenig, leaving him on 600 HP, which left him right picking for me to take out at the very end. So there's no way I would have pulled this one back. Like, yes, I was a very high influence in this game, but that game's not a win without this guy's play at the end, by far. So big shout out to him. So you never know what's going to happen in a match. Like sometimes you just feel like giving up, and even in this match, I felt like giving up, but don't give up. You never know what happens. Sometimes teammates will come through for you and you can turn it around, and between you and everybody else that's left, you never know what you can pull off. So bit of an interesting ending. I hope you're enjoying this round of ranked in the current patch, and good luck to you in the future. Take care now.